Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Mediumcore. I'm running out of chest space. Okay, those were bad examples. Okay, I've used a lot of materials, but I'm running out of chest space. Right, so my plan for today's episode involves massively increasing my storage capacity. But to do so, I need another building. So I'm going to take this big empty area right here, and I'm going to plop a giant warehouse on it. Big, massive storage building. I do have a design in mind. Something that I designed. Takes some inspiration from some of my other builds, but ultimately just something I threw together. And I gathered some materials to do it. Probably won't be enough, but it's just to get me started. But yeah, so I've got a lot of stuff. Getting all this took quite a while. And I'm gonna build it over here in this gap because I built this long road to lead up to the mansion and I haven't built anything on it yet, and I wanted to fix that. I want to build something here. And well, I really, really, really need storage space because I've been having to throw away a lot of materials. I've thrown away a lot of cobble, dirt, andesite, diorite, and granite. I've thrown away a lot of potatoes as well, and some miscellaneous items I've been having trouble storing. So yeah, I need more storage, and I need it organized better. So I'm gonna build a building right here to house all my storage. Yep, right here. This is what oops, I just walked into fire. This is what I'm planning on building to house my storage. It's a decently large building, and that's the point. The roof is actually kind of tricky to design, but I think I didn't do terribly. But this is the building I made to house my storage. The inside is pretty simple. It's just a bunch of chests. It's the outside that's going to be more intense. But it's not a very difficult build. It's quite simple and it's quite plain. But I like it. I think it'll fit right in with my style. Don't question it. But yeah, this is what I'm planning on building, and I think it's gonna fit in quite well. So, without further ado, I'm just gonna crack right in on getting the build started, I guess. First layer of the build, the main part of the bottom layer is done. All that's left to do is basically add the roof, and then it's finished. I haven't been working on it very long. This actually hasn't taken near as long as I thought it would. Probably having all the resources already out helped. It's still very, rather empty on the inside, but that'll change. But yeah, so I've gone through a couple stacks of spruce wood and a lot of stone-like resources. But yeah, that's the first part of it, and I didn't even realize how big this was until I built it all. It takes up half the road, and it's absolutely massive. But and one thing I've noticed is it attracts pillager patrols. I fought off I think 3 pillager patrols, and I got a crossbow from it, which is nice. But yeah, so thus is the bottom layer done of this build. So I'm gonna get cracking on building the top, and we'll see how it goes. It's done. It took a lot of resources and a lot of time, but the exterior is finished. Unfortunately, the interior is still quite lacking, and I don't have a path leading up to the build yet, which I'm going to have to make one. But that's the exterior done, and I think it actually really fits pretty well in this area. It ties the area together quite nicely, and it gets something nice in that big empty space that was there. And it's going to be very functional. It's going to be very handy. I don't have many handy buildings, but that'll definitely work. But I don't know what it is about working in that area, but it attracts so many pillager patrols, that's not even funny. I eventually got bored of one and just burned the banner bearer to death so I could take the banner. So this is the trophy of my victory. And out of everything I started with, this is all I have left. I definitely got more wood than I needed. Um, Barely enough stone bricks, though. And I almost entirely ran out of um, slabs. I had a lot more slabs. Plus, I ended up having to make some. But I ran completely out of white concrete. I had exactly enough, though, which was nice. But yeah, that's the exterior of what's going to be my storage building. I'm probably never going to build an automated storage system just because I don't have the materials for it, and I don't want to waste something on it when I'm personally like to keep myself organized anyway. So I'm probably not going to ever do that. But this will be organized and a lot bigger storage-wise. So yeah, I guess the next step now is to complete the interior. Oh, hello. The next step for me is going to be to complete the interior. And I suppose that's going to start with lighting it up. Getting the interior designed. I got the little pathway leading up to it. And I got the completed interior. Just like it was in the building worlds. This is how it looks. I'm going to have item frames on a lot of the chests, though, to say what's in them. So fortunately, I have a lot of leather and a cow farm. So that's the interior of this done. All I need to do now is to slap together the item frames and what I'm going to put in all those chests so I can get it all organized, ready, and completed, and then I can clear out all this crap and fix all my stuff so it's not just a jumbled mess everywhere. So yeah, I guess now it's just time to get sorting through all this chaos. Several hours later, I've gotten it all organized. I think it took longer to organize than it did to build the entire place. I've left room at the back for other stuff, but currently it's just miscellaneous junk. But I'm going to go through all we got. So I've got 4 chests of cobblestone, including the variants. Got dirt, granite, andesite, and diorite. Here's gravel, sandstone, stone brick. This is all the nether stuff. Blackstone and basalt. This is more nether stuff, including quartz and what will have both nether warts. In some places I didn't have enough material to do it, but as I collect more and more materials, there are spots prepared. Next we got the woods, oak, birch, spruce, dark oak, the mushrooms, crimson and warped stems, glass, wool and carpets, bones, bone meal, spider products, rotten flesh, gunpowder, orbs, anything that's ball shaped, blaze, which I'll have a lot more soon, anything fish related or squid related, chickens and leads, entirely potatoes. This is going to be pumpkins and melons, netherwort and apples. I don't know why I grouped those together, but I did. The dyes, roots, seagrass, grass. It will have grass and mushrooms. This is going to be all the flowers, paper, banner patterns, item frames. This is all the redstone stuff. Oops, I don't know why that did that. Coal, flint, and light sources. This is going to have all the bricks, clay, terracotta stuff if I ever get any. This is my shiny chest. And then these are just miscellaneous items, which the only miscellaneous item I had after sorting all this was the music disc Strad, but that'll fill up more. But yeah, so that's this build finally complete. I now have a proper storage system for all my stuff, and it's actually really handy. You may have noticed that in the shiny chest I no longer had the diamond pickaxe or the diamond armor. What I did was I moved anything that has durability into here. So it's kind of organized, but some other stuff is just thrown around to make it more interesting. but anything with durability went in there. And I rearranged my actual house to accommodate, so it is now. It's a lot more spacious and open now that there's not a wall of chests here. So I can walk in the corners now, and there's no more furnaces up here. I made sure to absolutely keep the furnace next to the crafting table, though, because if your furnace isn't next to your crafting table, your house is not a home. I'm sorry, but it's true. So this is basically the remodeled version of my house with the addition of the storage system. Well, not storage system, just storage building. But yeah, so with that, that's that project done. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Minecraft Medium Core, and I'll see you in the next one. A goodbye.